Okay, looks like we're on again. Good morning. Actually, good evening. Actually, it's midnight, April 4th, um, 2018. So, this is the time I usually like to do my TBC 24/7 portion of this time slot. Hit my laptop with my knee broadcast. So, welcome to TBC Ending Global Poverty YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie Stanley, and let's see, what shall we talk about tonight? I think I'm going to go over a little bit more of the website, the billioncoin.info, and then I think we're going to go and read, from what I can ascertain, the first blog post that admin posted a little bit about 3 weeks after TBC was started. So I think we'll do that. Let's start. Let me go ahead and share screens. I think I mastered this from last time. So here we go. Okay, present to everyone. And I think it's doing it. So I guess now you can see my laptop icons above here. So we're going to go to home. I'll darken that a little bit because it's so bright. And I am a night owl with cat eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it looks like I'm already logged in. And I wanted to, because I believe last night I went through some of these, but we'll go through a little bit more in detail. So we're going to click on home. This is the Billion Coin website, our official TBC, the Billion Coin website. So let me just scroll down. I don't think there's a scroll. So as you can see on the home site, these circles here are little indications of what is currently going on in our community. So the left one is the YouTube live video broadcast. You can click on that. Let's see the second one. And these changes as updates happen through admin. And then this is the second circle is our 24-hour launch, which we did on March the 20th of this year, our second year anniversary. Here's the migration they're talking about. And the next one, become a trusted seller. We will look at that over here. And then the next one, okay, fortunes are made, educated, study the blog. We talked about that yesterday, and we'll go to that tonight. And then here is a full presentation video. I believe that's in the formula section. And then it switches over to the Kringle.Cash giveaway. And then the last one is the official launch giveaway, and there's an article there. So let's go to members, because homepage, I think that's where we were. So the member page, once it loads, will show you globally where our TBC members are distributed throughout the world. And as I scroll down, this purple area here is Nigeria. And as you can see, we put the cursor over there, 1.3 million members and some odd members. So Nigeria is the country in the world that has the most members, and then the Philippines, Bangladesh, Ghana, Papua New Guinea, and then the United States. So South Africa, Cameroon. So a lot of developing nations have really taken our coin and have really started their own economies with it. And that's TBC's mission anyway, is to start our own global economy. So that's great. And we'll just scroll down a little bit more, and you see the different countries all over the world and the number of registered or verified TBC members. Okay, so let's go back up and let's go to formula. And formula is where you'll see that video that was on the home page. And it's I believe it's almost 30 minutes long presentation that really goes into depth the reason for TBC, and it really pays to listen to and understand that. And then towards the end, it talks about, global poverty in depth with pictures and presentations, which is really, when I first saw it, really touched my heart. I think it even drew some tears. So then we'll go, let's see, we'll just go down here slowly here. So you see the membership is free, and it talks about the billion coin in our agreement. And the algorithm. So agreement is hinged on the software program that drives the price of TBC up by 1 to 5% daily until it reaches our ultimate price. And then there's the penalty for breaking the membership agreement. So that's something we can really, adhere to. And it's really easy to do that. If you value something, you don't discount it. And how do you find out its value? You read the blogs, you understand it. And then to maybe even personally see where you are in your life. I think it was TBC, the voice of TBC, Randy Wilson, who says, I don't know about you, but or your plans to be a billionaire, or at least this lifetime, but TBC has it. So, I mean, just look at your life. What other plans do you have to become a millionaire or a billionaire, or have that buying or spending power, or transformative power, meaning us coming together and doing some good things in the world. So keep that in mind, and that alone will let you know TBC's value, and to honor the membership agreement. And then we have the ultimate price it talks about, the initial price. And here's where it talks about the coin or our coin launched March 21st, 2016, with initial price of 0.001 euros per TBC coin. And actually that's what the TBC coin value is based on, is the euro. And then we do our conversions in our local currencies, which mine would be the United States dollar. And then we have the current price, the path, and then you can look at all of that. Some of these diagrams, I'm not sure how to explain them, but Dan Lutz does a great job with that. So if you look him up on YouTube, he explains these really well. And then here are the tables. I just wanted to go down here to the bottom so that you can see more of what it's about. And I thought this was a cute video here. I'll just press play where, oh, there's an ad. But basically, it's a train that's going through, and the ladies are talking. And then you see the coin value doubles, ka-ching, 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 with each train car, which I thought was pretty nice. So I enjoy watching this video. So there they are. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you can watch it on your own. I'll just skip it along a little bit. Okay, so there you go. Each car there, that's the doubling of our TBC until we reach our ultimate price. So please watch that. That's really cute. I'll probably watch it after we finish this broadcast. I like that video. And then let's see, so that's the formulas areas, the calculator. We went to that yesterday, the currency calculator, which shows you the value in TBC for the day in the different currencies of the world. So let's just check here real quick again so you can see USD, and the coin value is 3.6 million and some odd. So there that is. And then there's some other currency calculators. There's a max value calculator you can go to and read that. So that's what the price would be, or what the coin would be worth at its ultimate price. And then let's see, this one here was pretty good. Projection calculator based on the percent daily increase of TBC. So it says here the current price has already reached the ultimate price because of our membership. That's why we have to grow our membership. And currently the increase in value, daily value are less than 1%. Read more. So it tells you more about why that is. So you can put in a value here, and then at whatever it says here, less than 1%. Let's just put 100 in here. and it tells you how much it grows per day. Just go down to see it's long way down, 365 days. So it's good to kind of see how our coin value is growing based on how much you invest. And again, remember, our cookie redemption program is coming up. You can basically, with 100 US dollars, and you can, basically invest more if you like, but at least 100 US dollars will get you one full TBC coin, valued at today, as you saw, over 3.6 million US dollars. So testimonials, we went through that yesterday. Again, there's plenty of testimonials, different countries. Actually, today I had someone in our TBC Ending Global Poverty Facebook, and they were basically, I believe they were from Nigeria, and was really adamant about helping out their community and how can TBC help, or they didn't understand it. So basically, I went through some research and private messaged them a bunch of information on Nigeria. Like I said, Nigeria has the most TBC members in the world. So I believe the Nigerian president is Favor Sue something. Sorry, I don't remember his last name, but I saw it just this evening. So basically, I copied the links and put it right in that person's private messenger, so that they can read and connect with people in their area to get some projects started, because Nigeria has been very successful and has led the way, as well as the Philippines and developing nations that are really working TBC to its fullest. So those are the testimonials, and that's updated daily. That's 4/4. We have the broadcast schedule that's coming up. So here that is. Usually I'm slot 39. There I am. And then let's see, we'll go back to testimonials, marketing. That's after you get your Kringle.Cash gift. The official launch of Kringle.Cash, June 2nd, 2017. Poster, video, and article. This is from our blog, as you can see, blog.thebillioncoin.info. And it talks more about the gift. So if you just spend a little time, if you're new to this, and go through some of the information and get an understanding, you will definitely know it's worth your while to definitely sign up and become a TBC. So I can close this, and I can close this. I think I have to log out here because I'm already logged in, because I already have the gift. And then go back, and then let's see, trusted sellers. So I'm going to go here because this is pretty important. So I'm a trusted seller, became one the beginning of this year in January. So what I'm going to do is put in my email address that I have linked to my TBC account. And I think we'll go through that once I pull it up. So basically, it's Pharmacists for Humanity, search, and there it is. So as you can see, there's these are the wallet addresses. This one here with the asterisk is the new one that's being used. I'm assuming that'll be the one that'll be transferred over to our new blockchain when we do the migration, starting very, very shortly. So I know this was my old address, and then this is my new one. So as you can see here, I'm active, valid, and trusted. And those designations are mentioned here. Active means seller send button is on, which it is. Inactive means seller's off. Some still have inactive sell buttons, but with migration, they'll all be turned on so we can move our coin. So that won't be any longer soon. I know a lot of you are happy about that. Unknown, the email or wallet address is unknown, so that means they couldn't verify. Valid means we have a record of that seller's email and wallet address. This is another reason why we do the Facebook, so everything is verified and basically you're a real person. Invalid means we do not have or a record of or do not know of that seller. Trusted means that we have received the seller's $10 administration fee. So this is great, which I did pay that last year when I got involved, so that's fine. So this is the kind of the key that tells you what this means here. And eventually everybody will have an active send button. And also to remember that we're only doing transactions with those who have paid their $10 administration fee, because that's how admin keeps everything up to date. Our servers, migration, back office support, and how he's keeping the whole steamboat running. So be mindful of that. $10 is a very small price to pay for what we're getting in value, and a lot of us have a lot more than that in our wallets. I know I do. So I'm very appreciative to that, and I just wanted to reiterate that. Thank you, admin. Okay, so there's the trusted seller, and then let's see what's references. Okay, so we have the formula, current price chart, education. Education may bring us back to the blog, and it does. Okay, great. So that's basically the website which I wanted to share. Then you can click on here, Wallet Guide. Yesterday we went over my profile. Make sure that's complete here, and after you get your Kringle.Cash, Kringles.Cash back office after you become a TBC member by signing up under my link today. So you'll see that down in the section that says step 3. I checked that yesterday, so it's step 3, not step 2, where my link is. So it says Kringle.Cash link end poverty. Okay, I'm gonna log out of here, and then we're gonna go to these final minutes. I wanna go to the blog. I think I have it here. So this looks like the first one that admin did, April 2nd, 2016. So it says, scarcity is artificial. Come live a life of abundance. So the video is here, and then the article follows. We're going to go through this pretty quickly. And I think I'm going to start doing this every so often when I find a few, because this really helps with understanding, and those who choose to watch can read along or listen. A lot of times people may not have time to read what they want to read, but I'm a audio listener, and I can get things done while I'm listening and comprehending. So maybe that may help. So it says, have you ever suspected that the whole game of life is rigged? Your suspicions are correct. And I'm sure our experiences in life have told us that if we've lived long enough. This video may be short, but it says a whole lot. Here is what it says. 2016 is set to be a more unequal world than ever before. For the first time, the richest 1% of the population will enjoy a greater share of global wealth than the 99%. And I'm sure we all feel that. Now this statement comes from the people that bring you The Economist, a publisher that caters to the 1% elite of the world. I didn't know that. If you are like most people, the contents of this video makes you very upset, and not out of jealousy, but because this is so unfair. You are being ripped off, and not just in a financial sense. Your time, energy, and efforts have been exploited. That is true. Stress up the yin yang. And most people life is just too busy and stressful. Okay, it seems like the evil people that set up this whole system are not even satisfied with what they already have. It seems like they won't stop spreading artificial scarcity until they also possess your soul. Wow, your soul too. Alarming. Yep, to a certain extent, that's true. That's really good. See, if I did read this, and I probably did read it some time ago, almost a year ago, I didn't remember that part. That's really important here, because then you're actually working with spirituality, but that's another story. Unfortunately, most people have literally been brainwashed into believing that scarcity is normal and acceptable. It's not. The most natural thing is abundance, and humanity is being robbed of all of their dreams and aspirations. Can you relate to that? I know I can. If by now you have no idea what I'm talking about, then the elite have succeeded in in your case, in keeping you in the dark, completely unaware of what's really happening. This is the very first post here towards educating you. See the very first post. So this is, so, okay, great. And I really don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the problem. I'd rather talk about the solution. Exactly. Because most of us know what the problem is. You know, we focus on the solution, and therefore we bring out great, good outcomes for everyone. The billion coin is an answer for the masses. It has been designed to be an easy and simple solution to lift the poor out of poverty in just a matter of a few short months. Now, you may not consider yourself to be poor right now, but let's face it, if you're not a billionaire, if but let's face it, you're not a billionaire, right? Would you like to be a billionaire? Most would immediately say no to that question. And once again, that would be another example of the mind control and conditioning you are under. The truth is, you don't need a billion to be happy. But if you had a billion, you would have the power to also make a lot of others very happy, right? How can we return the world to a state of abundance and prosperity? We have to change everyone's minds. It's the only way. When everyone believes in abundance and prosperity for all, that's when it will happen. There are many InfoWars out there doing the best they can to spread awareness, but not much has changed for the better. That's true. A lot of information, but nothing really shifting that you can tangibly feel and experience. So I agree with that. Motivating people to wake up is not an easy thing to do. Perhaps if there was a $1 billion incentive to wake up to the good life, maybe that will work. That's great. Well, the billion coin begins that experiment. Come on, admin. There you go. Begins that experiment. That's good. That's good. It's like admin has an experiment on top of an experiment. And those of you that are aware know what that means. All you need potentially is just one TBC coin to someday become a billionaire, because that is the biggest, or that is the highest, excuse me, that is the highest price will ever go for this coin based on the software formula driving the price of it. So they're saying that's the highest price it will go, the coin based on the software formula driving the price of it. That's the algorithm that we saw on the website there. You are very fortunate if you found this when the TBC coin was only about a penny. Yes, because I believe it was 100,000 US dollars when I got in July, and actually, went to Dan Luce and bought some TBC from him. So, okay, here we are now. Okay, no matter what you paid for your TBC coin, you are in position to become very wealthy over time. Just owning these TBC coins is not enough to become wealthy. The truth is, education is required to become wealthy. And that is what this section of the website is dedicated to deliver to you at no additional cost. But if you don't take the time needed to get this education, then you will be doomed to make the mistakes that comes from being uneducated. Wealthy people are not lazy, but a lot of the poor people are very lazy. That's I can attest to that. Yeah, because they've dulled our minds and our senses to our own reality and our experience here and our life on this sphere, really. So that's good. So it's up to you. Do you truly want to be wealthy, or are you okay just the way you are? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. And that's why all of us in the TBC community, or I should say a good number of us, are starting to do videos, because we want to reach those that we can choose wisely. Our friends, family, people we love and care about. I even have flyers where I look in the community and I just hand flyers to people. I may see a single mother or a man pushing a cart, and I say to them, get back to me. Some do, some don't, but at least it's out there. I'm using my energy to transfer the wealth, to spread the TBC. So that's a quick way to do that in your community. Just a one-page flyer that I have. Um, let's see. So the last paragraph says, is there a voice inside you that says you have a lot to offer? Yes. Does it say that you do have an unlimited purpose? An unfulfilled purpose? Absolutely. Does it say that you better hurry? Yes, that's true too. They hurry 10 years ago. A wasted life is a shame. That's right. You do matter. That's right. We all matter. That's right. Never let anyone steal your dreams from you, ever. Live free, live good, and take charge of your own life and make it meaningful. I hope all of your dreams come true, and I hope the Billion Coin gives you the extra means to make it happen. Thank you, admin. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Okay, just wanted to let you know. Let me go back up once more. Make sure you watch this little video. I think it's only 30 seconds. So this is from April the 2nd, 2016. So basically, what, 2 years ago? Almost 2 years ago. And we're still a thriving, growing, innovative, adaptable community. Hooray, TBC. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. Never where to go with that. But anyway, I wanted to, let me lighten this up a bit. It's too bright from before. I wanted to read that to just make it easier on someone for them to realize how important TBC is. This particular cryptocurrency, the first, I would say, ever that I know of, private cryptocurrency with the mission to end global poverty through its members. Once we get enough TBCs and we create our global economy, and 1 billion people on the planet has TBC, and we spread it out as evenly as possible, even that poverty is ended. We can employ those who need employment, and not pay them minimum wage or chump change in a usury type of way, because their energy is valuable too, to themselves and their family and who they love, and we're not being exploited anymore. So thank you for listening. All my information is below this video. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Again, do your research first. And thank you for listening. My next broadcast will be Friday. Yeah, midnight Friday. I think that's when the next one will be. And I'll find more than likely another one to read, you can get into the spirit of TBC as to why we're doing this and why we're, as a whole community, just standing firm on what a lot of us believe in the other things that we see coming, and then we'll be prepared for economically. And I think that's about it. One more thing, I was excited last time I talked about the cruise, and since they're 3 billion, 3 billion members. Oh yeah, the prophecy, right? 3 million members almost. And I calculated that because I looked up to see what the maximum size of the cruise ships are. And I think it was like, on my calculator here, I think it was like about 6,300, and that's probably including the crew. But anyway, so when I did the math, it came out to be almost like 476 cruise ships with a capacity of 6,000 we would need if at this moment in time, TBC were to join us, was to come on the cruise for our 3rd year anniversary next year in March. So I was like, wow, that's a lot of ships on the water. But anyway, I know there will definitely be a lot of interest and a lot of fun, you know, and a lot of coming together and maybe even start to talk about projects that we can work on and just having a great time, you know, living our lives, living our potentials, and just being good human citizens of this sphere. They say planet Earth, but I like to say sphere Earth because it is round. It's not a plane. Two-dimensional, it's the sphere. But anyway, okay. Thank you for listening, and I trust you got some value out of this. And let me know when you're ready to go to the next step with TBC, as I did almost a year ago. Thank you. Good night or good morning.